Every insult is a negotiation for control. It is never about truth, fairness, or reason. It is about hierarchy. When someone insults you, they are reaching for dominance. They are trying to position themselves above you in the unseen social order that governs every human interaction. To insult is to challenge, to provoke a response, to test your stability. It is not a statement of who you are, but of what they wish you to become: reactive, emotional, and therefore weak. The unwise hear the words and feel the sting. The wise hear the words and study the intent. The difference between these two reactions is power. Those who understand the psychology of insult see it as a window into the speaker's insecurity. People never insult from a place of confidence. They insult to compensate for it. They use words as weapons because they lack true weapons' inner stability, control, purpose. Every insult hides a confession. The jealous reveal what they envy. The bitter reveal what they regret. The weak reveal what they fear. When you begin to see insults as coded messages rather than personal attacks, you no longer waste energy defending your pride. You begin to gather information instead. The one who insults you has shown their hand. Their attempt to humiliate you has already betrayed their emotional position. They have told you that your existence disturbs them, that your presence threatens them, that your silence weighs more than their words. An insult's true purpose is to make you react. The goal is not to hurt you, it is to control you. The moment you respond with anger or defense, you confirm their power over your emotions. You give them exactly what they were seeking, evidence that they can disturb your peace. But when you remain still, when you meet their words with calm indifference, the entire balance shifts. They become the performer, desperate for your reaction, and you become the audience, silently judging their weakness. This reversal of power is what the strong understand instinctively. Silence can be the most punishing response of all. Control begins with restraint. The world admires the calm because calmness is unnatural to the untrained mind. Anyone can explode. Only the powerful can stay still. To endure insult without losing composure is to show that you are not ruled by others. It demonstrates that your value is not negotiable, that your dignity is not up for public debate. Every insult that fails to provoke you becomes a stone laid in the foundation of your authority. Those who insult downward do so to feel elevated. Those who insult upward do so to feel relevant. Either way, they are seeking acknowledgement, and acknowledgement is power. You must become immune to that pull. Let their words fall unheard, and they will crumble under the weight of their own insignificance. The crowd may not remember the insult, but they will remember your reaction. That reaction will define you as either controlled or conquered. Power, in its purest form, is invisible. It is not found in loud declarations or quick retaliation. It resides in the ability to choose your battles. Every time you refuse to be baited by insult, you teach the world how to treat you. You set the standard for your own respect. Insults reveal not your weakness, but theirs, not your worth, but their envy. And the one who understands this truth walks through conflict untouched, a figure of calm precision in a world addicted to noise. Emotion is the oldest weapon in the book of control. It has broken more leaders, more thinkers, and more warriors than any blade. The clever provoke not because they wish to harm you directly, but because they wish to make you lose yourself. To rule your mind is to rule your world. To lose your temper is to surrender your throne. Anger feels powerful. It burns fast, makes you feel alive, righteous, invincible. But anger is an illusion, a chain disguised as fire. It blinds you to the real battle, the one for perception. The moment you react emotionally, you lose strategic control. Your adversary no longer needs to destroy you. You will do it for them through careless words, impulsive actions, and visible weakness. Emotion exposes what logic would conceal. The wise understand that emotion must serve strategy, never lead it. Detachment is not cruelty, it is discipline. The strong still feel. They simply refuse to be governed by what they feel. When insulted, they do not rush to defend or retaliate. They let the emotion rise, observe it, and then let it dissolve. In that stillness, they find their advantage. The one who remains calm in conflict is the one who dictates the terms of battle. Emotional control is not about suppression, it is about transformation. The energy of anger can become the fire of purpose. The sting of humiliation can become the seed of growth. The wise do not waste emotion, they redirect it. Every insult that could have sparked rage becomes a source of awareness. You learn your triggers, your vulnerabilities, your patterns. You begin to master yourself, and the one who masters the self cannot be enslaved by others. The art of power lies in the pause, that sacred second between impulse and action. In that space, kings are made and fools are revealed. The world will provoke you endlessly, with words, with silence, with betrayal. Your strength will not be measured by how fiercely you fight, but by how calmly you endure. Emotion invites chaos. Composure commands order. When you can remain untouched amid provocation, you radiate an authority that no insult can penetrate. To control emotion is to control time itself. The emotional react in seconds. The strategic act in hours, days, or years. By refusing to react, you extend the game, and the longer the game, the greater your advantage. The short-tempered burn fast and die quickly. The calm endure and rule. The crowd admires passion, but it obeys calmness. People instinctively trust those who appear unshaken. Even your enemies begin to doubt themselves when you do not respond as expected. They start to question their own power. Their aggression loses meaning. Their words lose weight. Emotion is their tool. By removing it, you remove their leverage. Those who master emotion are untouchable. They are not puppets pulled by provocation. They are architects of energy, bending every insult, every test, every storm into fuel for greatness. Emotion, when ruled, becomes force. When uncontrolled, it becomes prison. Power begins the moment you choose not to be moved by the chaos around you. The world is not ruled by truth, it is ruled by perception. What people believe matters more than what actually is. Those who insult you seek not to harm your body, but to seize control of your story. They want to define you before you define yourself. The greatest power you can possess, therefore, is the ability to control your own narrative, to decide what image of you the world will remember. The unwise respond to insults with explanations, desperate to correct the falsehoods. But explanation is weakness. It validates the accusation. The moment you explain, you acknowledge the power of their words. The strong, instead, manipulate perception through silence, consistency, and results. They do not chase the narrative, they sculpt it. When you control perception, you control reality. People do not remember events, they remember interpretations. You must become the interpreter of yourself. Every insult can be turned into evidence of your strength. If they call you arrogant, they have admitted you stand above them. If they call you ruthless, it means you have refused to be their victim. If they call you distant, it is because they cannot reach your level of focus. The names they give you reveal the limits of their own vision. Let them speak. Their words are bricks. Your composure is the architecture that arranges them. To control the narrative, you must first accept isolation. The path of the self, directed, is often misunderstood. You cannot lead if you are obsessed with being liked. Influence begins when approval ends. Every great figure in history was first ridiculed before they were revered. Their calmness amid mockery became the myth that outlived the mockery itself. Silence is not emptiness, it is authorship. When you do not respond, people must imagine what you are thinking. And imagination is far more powerful than explanation. Let others project onto you their theories, their fears, their envy. The less you reveal, the more powerful your image becomes. In the theater of reputation, you are both actor and director. Your gestures, your tone, your restraint, these are the tools of narrative control. When insulted, speak less and achieve more. Let your actions render their words irrelevant. The public may be fickle, but it worships results. The one who wins controls the story, and history always bends toward the one who endured in silence while others screamed for attention. Your power lies in your ability to turn insult into intrigue. When they mock you, others listen. When you rise regardless, those same listeners begin to doubt the mockery. Doubt turns to curiosity, curiosity to respect, and respect to loyalty. You never need to silence your enemies. You only need to make their noise meaningless. The art of power is the art of narrative control. To win is not enough. You must appear destined to win. To lead is not enough. You must appear unchallengeable. The wise understand that people follow perception long before they follow truth. So when they insult you, when they twist your image, when they try to stain your name, do nothing but rise higher. Rise until your results speak a language no insult can contradict. Rise until your silence becomes a story the world cannot stop telling. Rise until you no longer need to explain who you are, because the evidence stands before them, undeniable, untouchable, and immortal. Power is not built in noise. It is built in stillness. The world is filled with people who will test you, insult you, and challenge your worth not because they see weakness, but because they fear strength. They sense something unyielding in you, something that makes them restless. Every insult, every provocation, every whisper of doubt is simply a test of how much command you truly possess over yourself. For the one who cannot rule their own mind will forever be ruled by the emotions of others. When people insult you, they reveal more about their dependence on control than about your flaws. They seek to enter your thoughts, to occupy your reactions, to make you dance to the rhythm of their insecurity. The wise never grant that permission. You do not react, you redirect. You turn provocation into proof, insult into insight, emotion into strategy. You understand that silence is not weakness, but calculation, that restraint is not submission, but mastery. The strongest person is not the one who speaks the loudest, but the one whose calm presence bends the room. Every insult becomes meaningless before such composure. The fool believes that words alone can wound, but words only cut where the mind allows them to. You are not obligated to defend your image to those who have already decided what they wish to believe. Their noise is temporary. Your discipline is eternal. Remember, the world belongs to those who can remain unmoved. To control yourself is to control your fate. To be unaffected is to be free. The goal is not to silence others, but to rise so far beyond their reach that their words become irrelevant. Let your success, your calm, and your endurance speak in a language that cannot be debated. The one who does not bend to insult, who does not break under scrutiny, who does not beg for approval, that one becomes untouchable. Power, after all, is not given. It is projected, guarded, and embodied. And when you carry yourself with that kind of certainty, no insult can reach you, no opinion can define you, and no enemy can defeat you.